like the first of our blown alcohol boats heading out onto the racetrack. Practice for 4 boats. So that looks like the Ramsey boys out there at the moment. Tate Ramsey in Reckless. And that could be Blake out there in the white boat, just heading down into turn 1 at the moment. We'll pick them up as they come past. Avago, Craig Storner making his way out onto the racetrack.
Yeah, I spoke to Craig in the pits earlier. I said, mate, I want to shake your hand and thank you from a commentator's point of view for painting that boat electric green. It makes my life very, very easy. Here's the big blue machine of Tate Ramsey, Reckless. The engine built by Brett Nitry, the BNR, the winged blue warrior. It's been a bit of a revelation for that man in that boat. He's absolutely loving it and has had some incredible results since stepping into the blown boat category.
Yeah, certainly did. He took out the Australian Championship up in Berry in January and right on the heels of Troy Marlin all weekend. So that is Destiny.
That's brother Blake Ramsey in the Destiny machine. And interestingly, these sister ships, when they first hit the water, Blake chose to run without the wing. So they went in different directions as far as setup and dialogue, and he just was never happy with how the boat settled. So has since put the wing on and is seeing some huge improvements in performance in the boat.
Yeah, looking really, really quick out there. So pick up on our orange boat. That'll be the Culprit with Nathan Barry and Blake Ramsey coming across in Destiny, having to get out of it. As you can see, the boat getting all types of untidy about halfway down the main straight. As Tate Ramsey really leans on this boat now, comes across the start-finish line, just jumping over some of the wash. So he backs out of it, pulls the cab plate down into the water, tries to bring the front of that boat down a bit for the entry into turn number 1. And there's the big jump out of the corners. That's what these boats are renowned for. Watch them exit the corners.
You can see that now on this Yarrawonga track. Have a look at these big rollers making their way through the mid-straight here. You see Destiny's about to drive through them in about 2 seconds right there. Bang, bang. This course roughs up. These are displacements boats. They move a lot of water when they're under power. So this course will cut up quite rough. And it's going to be like Reckless last run. Who can keep the power on for the longest as they run down these straights? You get out of shape, can't get the power to the water, you're going to lose boat speed.
Yeah, we're picking up on Craig Storner in Avago. One of the men behind the National Drivers' Championship is Craig Storner. And really a guy that's all for this sport. He does whatever he can to promote the sport. As we pick up on Blake Ramsey in Destiny, and he looks like he's backed right out of it. One of the Barry family Culprit boats out there, the orange one, and it takes a big jump out of the water. Spectacular stuff here on Lake Moala as part of the EC Griffith Cup for 2024.
Yeah, so this is the real culprit, Nathan Barry, the young man behind the wheel. So back into the series for the first time. Great to see him back on board, and yeah, real serious campaigner, the Barry crew, and young kid can pedal, there's no doubt about it, and really aggressive out there as well. But keep your eyeballs on Avago, Craig Storner. He pushes real hard. Again, a slightly lighter boat, a little bit shorter waterline length, so this course is going to test him. There's no doubt about it. But
bit of a decision to be made by all of our drivers now is, what are you going to do as far as setup? You're going to go out there one lap at a time and one driver at a time. Is the water going to keep these rollers from hitting the foreshore and rolling back out into the lake? Is that going to upset their decisions on their setups?
Oh, it definitely is. It's a completely different setup to here, for example, for Melton or Adelaide or whatever else. You can see right now, look at the amount of side chop. It's not a head-on chop, boats can handle that, but to settle the boat left and right. So you will have seen Reckless running the boat very flat, very hard and flat. So you'll find they run a lot more cav. So tend to not let the boat carry its nose as much because it's too easy for the boat to get rolled over onto a gunnel and bite and hard. So it can be a little bit of a conservative setup. that said, get to the front of the field